Hello everyone. Today we will see the earth moving equipments in the special purpose vehicle. The subject special purpose vehicle. Okay. So in case of huge construction project, okay, we need some proper equipment. Okay. So proper use of appropriate equipment contributes to the economy, quality, safety, speed, and the kind and the timely completion of the project. Equipments are used for highway projects, irrigation, buildings, power projects, etc. Okay, so 15 to 30 percentage of total project cost has been accounted towards the equipment and the machinery which are used to development of that projects. Okay, so next is a classification of equipments. Okay, so there are the earth moving equipments, hauling equipments, hoisting equipments, conveying equipments, aggregate and the concrete production equipments, pile driving equipments, tunneling and rock drilling equipments, and the pumping and the dewatering equipments. Okay, so next we will see the operation involved in the construction of any project. Okay, so there are excavation, digging of large quantity of the earth, moving them to the distance which are sometimes fairly long. Okay, placement, compacting, leveling, dosing, grading, and the hauling. These are the operation which will be made from the earth moving equipments or the construction equipments. So excavating and earth moving equipments are there are power shovel, backhoe, drag line, camsail, scraper, and the bulldozer. Okay, so these are equipments are the called as the earth moving equipments or the excavating equipments. Okay, so first is the power shovel. The power shovel is used to excavate the earth and to load the hauling unit or the truck. Okay, it is capable of excavating all types of earth except the hard rock. The hard rock cannot be excavating by the power shovel. Okay, saying varies from 0.375 meter cube to 5 meter cube. Okay, it is the size of bucket. Okay, the power shovel size is uh, known from the size of the bucket. So size of power shovel is varying from 0.375 meters cube to 5 meter cube. Okay, so basic parts of the power shovel include the track system, cabin, cable, rack, stick, boom, footpin, saddle block, boom point, sheaves, and the bucket. Okay, so these are the basic parts of the power shovel, and the application of power shovel is to suitable for the close range of the work. Okay, means where the transportation is less. Okay, that at that the power shovel is more suitable, capable of drilling very hard materials. Okay, it can be capable of digging the very hard material. Okay, like stone and etc. Okay, means loose stone. Okay, can remove the big size boulders. Okay, it is used in the various type of the job such as digging in the gravel banks, clay pits, digging cuts in the roadworks, and the roadside bumps. Okay, at that the power shovel is used. Now we will see the factor which are affect the output of the power shovel. First is the class of the material, depth of the cut, angle of swing, job condition, management condition. Okay, size of falling unit, skill of the operator, and the physical condition of the shovel. So these are the factors which are affect the output of the power shovel. Okay, next this is the we will see the two types of old one and the new one. Okay, this is the old power shovel and this is the new types of power shovel. Okay, so if we see that it is the bucket. Okay, this is the bucket, this is the rope. Okay, this is a boom, this is the stick, Okay, this is the cabin, operator cab, and this is the crawler. Okay, and here it is mounted on the bearing types, okay, which is swing around. Okay, which is swing around. Okay, so there are the four types of operation. Okay, first it is first one is a digging, then it is lifting, and then it digging, lifting, dumping. Okay, then dumping, and the next one is the returning to the stroke. Okay, so there are the four main operation, okay, operation cycle of the power shovel. Okay, so next we will see the vacuum. Okay, in vacuum the back side of the shovel is one bucket is also given. Okay, it is also known as a back shovel and a pull shovel. Okay, it is used to excavating the below the natural surface which is at the which on which it rests. Okay, means the below the surface wherever the soil is raised, at that below we can dig the material. Okay, so generally used to excavate the trenches, pits for the basement, and also for the grading works. Okay, which require the precise control of the depth, and the basic parts are boom, jack boom, boom foot drums, boom saver, stick saves, stick, bucket, and the bucket saves. Okay, so now we will see, as I say that it is the behind the driver caps. Okay, so this the bucket is placed behind the driver cap, so it is called as a vacuum shovel. Okay, so this is the main parts of the, that is the vacuum. Okay, this is the hydraulic circuit, means cylinder for the operation. Okay, this is the bucket, this is called as a boom. Okay, this is the stabilizer leg. Okay, this is the cabin, and this is the front bucket or the loader. Okay, the application of vacuum is, it is the most suitable machine for the digging below the machine level, such as trenches, footing, and the basement. Okay, it can be efficiently used to dress or the trim the surface, avoiding the use of manual effort for dressing the excavated the surface. Okay, next is a drag line. Okay, so first we see the drag line. Okay, so this is the machine house from where the operator is controlling the operation of the drag line. Okay, so this is the boom, it is the main parts of the drag line. Okay, from the hosting are control, and the main arms which is used to carry the load of the bucket. Okay, so this is the drag rope, this is the rigging, and this is the bucket. Okay, this is the suspension rope. Okay, it is suspends the rope. Okay, so now we will see the drag line is so named because of its prominent operation of the dragging the bucket against the material to be dragged. Okay, unlike the shovel, it has a long light crane boom, and the bucket is loosely attached to the boom through the cables. Because of this construction, a drag line can be digged and dumped over the large distance that a shovel can do. Okay, it is dumped at a larger distance than the shovel can do. The shovel is used for the shorter distance. Okay, so drag line are useful to digging the below its track level and the handling the softer materials. Okay, the basic parts of the drag line is including the, as we see in the figure, boom, hoist cable, drag cable, hoisting chain, drag chain, and the bucket. Next is the application of the drag line. It is most suitable machine for the dragging softer material and below its track level. Okay, it is useful for excavating trenches when the sites are permits to establish their angle of repose without the shoring. Okay, it has long reaches. It is mostly used in the excavation for canal and depositing the embankment without the hauling unit. Okay, without the hauling unit. So as we already see the figure of the drag line. Next we will see the camshail. Okay, so camshail is the one types of bucket, okay, which is closed from the both sides. This is the camshail bucket, okay, which is mounted on the shovel or the backhoe. Okay, so camshail, this is the name due to the reassessment of the bucket to a clamp which is like the shellfish, okay, with the hinge double shell. Okay, the front end is essentially a crane boom with the specially designed bucket loosely attached at the end to the cable as in the dragline or the shovel. The capacity of camshail bucket is usually given in the cubic meter at the size of bucket. Okay, the basic parts of the camshail bucket are the closing line, hosting line, sieves, brackets, tag line, the stem and the hinges. Okay, and the application of camshail is used for the hauling loose material such as crushed stone, sand, gravel, coal, etc. Main feature is vertically lifted of material from one location to the another location, mainly used for removing the material from cofferdam, sewer, main holes, well foundation, etc. Okay, so comparison between the different types of equipments. Okay, so we can see the power shovel, backhoe, drag line and the camshail. Okay, so we will see the parameters and how they are capable of giving works. Okay, so first parameter is excavation in the hard soil or the rock. So power shovel is good for it, backhoe is also good, drag line is not good for because it is mostly used for the looser material. Okay, and the camshail is also poor. Okay, so excavating in the wet soil or the mud. Okay, so power shovel is poor, backhoe is also poor. Okay, drag line is moderately good and the camshail is also moderately good. A distance between the footing and the digging, the distance between footing and digging. Okay, so in the power shovel that is a small area covered. Okay, backhoe is also covered the small area, drag line is covered the longer area and camshail is also covered the longer area. So digging point and the distance between the footing wherever is stand, okay, that is distance between the footing and the digging. Okay, so loading efficiency. Okay, so loading efficiency of the power shovel is very good, backhoe is good, drag line is moderately good and the camshail is precise but the slow. Okay, because it can be in the camshail that will be closed bucket, so the amount of material is we can get the proper amount but it is the slow in the operation. So footing required is close to the work, close to the pit, fairly away from the pit and fairly away from the pit. Okay, so digging level, is digs at or above the footing levels, digs below the footing level. Okay, digs below the footing level, digs at or below the footing level. Okay, the cycle time is short, for the backhoe shortly more than the power shovel. Okay, so cycle time for the backhoe is shorter than the power shovel. Okay, drag line, the cycle time is more than the power shovel. Okay, and in the camshail the cycle time is more than the other equipments like power shovel and the backhoe. Okay, next in the trenching machine. Okay, it is used for excavating the trenches for laying the pipelines, sewer and the cables, etc. Okay, so operation is quick, giving the required depth and the width. Okay, two types of trenching machines, wheel type and the ladder types or the crawler types. Okay, so this is the crawler types trenching machine. Now we will see the scrap. It is the unique machine for digging the long distance hauling of the plow able to material. Okay, self-operating machine. It is not depend upon the other equipments. Wheels of the machine cause some compaction. Okay, means whatever the smoothing or losing of material is done by the other equipments at that compact due to that wheel. Okay, the basic parts of the scraper are bowl, apron, tail and the ejector. Okay, this is the basic parts of the scraper. So we will see, this is the apron. Okay, here is the ball. Okay, and behind that it is the ejector is given. Okay, so now bulldozer. Okay, so there are two types of bulldozer are there. One is the cable type bulldozer and the second one is the hydraulic bulldozer. Okay, the heavy blade attached to the tractor pushes the material from one place to the another place. The tractor can be of crawler types or the wheel type. Okay, means it is mounted with the crawler or it is mounted on the wheel. Okay, the classification of bulldozer are positioning of the blade. Bulldozer in which the blade perpendicular to the direction of the movement. Angle dozer in which the blade is set at the angle with the direction of movement. Based on the mounted, wheel mounted and the crawler mounted. Okay, based on the control, cable control or the hydraulically controlled. Okay, so this is the bulldozer which is mounted on the track type. Okay, so this is the blade. Okay, so this is the blade, this is the crawler tractor and this is the reaper tractor. This is the reaper which is used to losing the material. Okay, application of bulldozer is, bulldozer are mainly used for the following operations: for spreading the earth field, for opening the pilot roads to the mountains and the rocky terrains. Okay, clearing the construction site, maintaining the whole roads, clearing lands from the trees and stubs, backfilling trenches at construction site by dragging the earth from each place to another place. Okay, now we will see the tractor, the multi-purpose machine used mainly for the pulling and pushing the other equipments is called as a tractor. Okay, the tractor are classified in the two main. One is the crawler type tractor and second one is the wheel type tractor. So crawler type tractor is used to move the bulldozer, scraper. The crawler has chain by which this tractor can be very effective even in the case of the loose or the muddy soil. The speed of this type of does not exceed below the 12 km per hour normally. Okay, while in the wheel type tractor the engine is mounted on four wheel. The main advantage is higher speed, sometimes exceeding 50 km per hour. It is used for the long distance hauling and the good roads. Okay, so this is the tractor which is crawler types. Okay, which is mounted on the crawler or the chain. Okay, now we will see the comparison between the crawler and the wheel tractor. Okay, so crawler type and the wheel type. So crawler type tractor is slow in the speed, while the wheel type is the greater in the speed, more compact and the powerful, can be handle heavier jobs. So, okay, and can handle only lighter jobs. Okay, it is costly, it is cheaper. Okay, cost of the operation and maintenance is high. Okay, the operation and the maintenance cost is low. It is a joystick control for the steering. Okay, wheel steering control. For the wheel steering is controlled by the wheel steering. Okay, moves on the rough roads only, moves on the rough as well as good roads. Okay, used for shorter distance, used for the longer distance, required the skill operation and the maintenance repair, lesser skill required for the operation and maintenance and the repair. Okay, so this is the comparison between the crawler and the wheel tractors. Okay, thank you.